Hi, my name is Andres. Thank you guys for coming. I took the responsibility of finding the best strategy for you to receive the money your dad has offered to support you. I also know that this is a sensitive matter, and I'd like to say that I'm sorry for the situation that you're passing through right now.
Thank you, Andre. And yes, if you could also tell us how we can receive the money as well, as we're unsure of any tax consequences since the money is in super.
Yes, of course. So, what I've done is I have these two scenarios that happens to a lot of people now in Australia. I've had to get the benefits without paying taxes. The good thing is that you're not gonna pay taxes. um, for the first scenario, we consider having the money outside of super. So for this to happen, John, your dad needs to meet the condition of release because he's not within the preservation age yet. Um, for the condition of release to be met, he will have to satisfy. He will have to get a medical certification. This medical certificate is approved after two registered medical professionals concluded that your dad, the member of the super fund, is likely to die within the next 24 months. Um, Once you have this document, you have to send it to the trustee of the super fund, and John will be able to withdraw the money as a lump sum tax free. This amount is known as an unrestricted non-preserved benefit, so there's no tax implications of it. Once he has the money outside of the super, John at any time he's able to transfer the funds to you as a gift, as a personal gift, and you will have the $300,000 on your bank account. The second scenario is about the recontribution strategy. This is also that a lot of Australians do. Um, this implies that in the case that John withdraws the money, he's able to withdraw the money as tax free as well, and then he decides to put it again into super. By doing this, um, he is making a non-concessional contribution, which in the case that he passes away, you will receive the benefit as a lump sum again, but you will not have to pay taxes. Um, you should also consider this that you are non-dependent for tax purposes.
So who is considered a non-dependent and a non-dependent?
Sure, fair question. You are considered a non-dependent beneficiary under the Deceased Act for tax purposes because you are over 25 years of age and you do not depend financially from another person. So in the case of you, because you're 30, you will need this. Well, in that case, like I said, you wouldn't have to pay any taxes if your dad passes away. The money you can receive the benefit tax free because it's a tax free component when you make no concessional contributions because tax were not deducted. It was not tax deductible. The benefits of these two strategies is that assuming you're able to receive the amount by your father in the first year, this will allow you to pay your current liabilities without paying any more interest and maximize your wealth. Also, it will be beneficial to meet your other priorities, such as having enough money to save for Europe. In the second scenario of having the money inside a super, and then you receive the lump sum, you can also think about getting some money inside your super fund for you and for Fred too. By doing this, you also get the benefit of a spouse contribution. That is, if you decide to give some money to Fred, the government will grant you a tax offset. Lastly, the outcomes of these two strategies in both the scenarios, you get the $300,000. It's up to you whether you decide to keep it inside the super or not. The risk involved in this is that if, unfortunately, in the case that you are considered a non-dependent and your dad passes away without withdrawing the money, you will receive the lump sum less 30% of tax plus 2% of Medicare. If you want to see how much money that is, please refer to the cash flow that we have on the discussion paper. Another risk is that there's a high probability that you're not getting the money, and because you don't have ownership of it unless your father declares it on a will or a similar legal document. And also, if you receive the money and you keep it outside of super and your bank account, the ATO may consider the lump sum as a non-assessable, non-exempt income, and they will calculate your Medicare levy liability based on that amount. Also, another disadvantage for that, of course, if you don't get the money, your trip to Europe will be postponed. That's, of course, up to you. Or you may think about reducing the budget or reducing the stay that you guys want to go. Also, another important thing is that you should consider and have it in mind is that money outside of superannuation loses its unrestricted, non-preserved treatment, which would have been untaxed inside your super fund. It's very important that your dad meets the condition of release because he's not within the preservation age. I think that'll be all. Please think about this and consult with your dad. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.